Be now taking all your questions with another top guest who's joining in, a favorite on the Daily Calls show. Mr. Rudramurthy is joining in. He's a research head at Vachna Investments. Warm welcome to you, Rudra, and thank you so much for taking the time out. It's good to have you with us. Season's greetings to you for the festivities that are on. We hope you are having a great time with your teammates and your family members as well at this point. Although the market sentiment is not as festive or cheerful, we do hope that you will be able to help a whole host of our viewers who are lining up with their questions today. So, welcome once again. Your sense on the market right now.
Yeah, good afternoon, Sakshi. Thanks so much for having me in the show, and season greetings to everyone there at even BTVI, and special greetings to all of our viewers also on the show. And just first of all, on overall market, if you see both Nifty as well as Bank Nifty are now seeing time-wise consolidation. And yes, Nifty has very strong support at around 24,700, and in futures it is close to 24,800 to 850. So on Nifty futures 24,800 to 850 levels where we are currently trading, there is a very strong support zone. Medium to longer time frame, this is a very strong support. And similarly on Bank Nifty, this range of 51,000 to 51,400 in futures holds a very strong support. So for me, this is a place where you have to cover your shorts by chance if you're short for a short-term view on market. And this is a time to be very stock specific, and also just see whether Nifty can hold that levels of around 24,800 in futures as well as 51,000 in Bank Nifty future. And yes, if these levels are held, yes, market can see another small short-term bounce from these oversold zone. And also one has to understand, repeatedly I was telling PSU is not a place to be there, book profits, and also very specific, I was talking about shipping companies and their valuation. I was even talking about a lot of railway stocks and their valuation,
Yes.
and also many more PSU stocks in general. I was telling an area where one has to definitely avoid because valuation concern is there. And unless you have a 3 to 5 year kind of a time frame, one should not be into PSUs if you are a short term trader, or if your time horizon is less than 3 year. And we have seen already that 30-40% kind of an average correction from the peak on all these stocks, and also on these sectors which we have spoken earlier. But now I feel these are times where you have to do bottom fishing and be very stock specific, and market will give that kind of an opportunity for a stock picker. And I will be very careful on market in a time wise correction is what you might see from now on, having seen already a price wise sharp correction from those 26,200 levels on Nifty to current levels of around 24,800.
Okay, got it. So that's the overall view on the market sectors, key stocks, and the strategies that you need to follow in this current setup. We will already start taking the questions now. A whole host of questions are pouring in for you, Rudra. Let's take the first question. This is from Suman, and she wants to know on TBZ, a fresh entry and target. Now, I do know it's the festive time, a whole host of people, would want to go for gold kind of stocks, but these stocks have already run up so much in the recent past as well. TBZ Jewelers also has seen a great amount of run up. Do you think the time is still right for looking at some such gold stocks?
Yes, in fact, Sakshi, even at current market price, TBZ looks good for me. One can definitely look into entry at these levels, or if you get any market correction, and because of which, if this stock comes closer to that 275 to 270 levels, that is a good entry point for TBZ. So what I'll do is I will buy at current market price, and on dips to 270, 275, I will accumulate more, and I will keep a strict stop loss at around 240. And yes, all-time high levels of around 350 plus will be soon visible. And I'm very bullish on gold, and that will also result for these type of companies, gold companies, to do great. And another stock from the same sector which I like a lot is Tangamail. In fact, valuation wise and even size wise, Tangamail for me is a better company than even TBZ. So if you want to look into these type of companies, yes, Tangamail even at current market price is a good buy. I've been even recommending this stock earlier closer to levels of around 1,800, 2,000. Now it is at around 2,470. Yes, closer to these levels or any dips if you get in Tangamail, it will be a buy. So I am bullish overall on gold companies.
Okay, got it. Let's take the next question. This is Lavish from Indore. He says, Rudra sir, I want you to please guide me on Barbecue Nation. I have bought 500 shares at the rate of 666. I need a target and stop loss from you, sir, on this.
See, this is a very, very good stock one can definitely have in their portfolio. And if you are a long-term investor and if you want to allocate some money, yes, even at current market price, I'll be a buyer in this stock. Stock has consolidated and now slowly it is just giving a profit booking. And yes, at current market price and on dips to 615, I will be a buyer in this stock. Keep a stop loss below 600, buy at current market price and on dips to 615, and with a stop loss of 600, I won't be surprised to see 1 year from now on this stock to move towards levels closer to that 850 to 1000 rupee. So
Sure.
40% kind of an upside from current market price for a 1 year time frame, and a risk reward which is very attractive to buy at current market price. So stop loss of 600, target of 1000 for 1 year, a stock to have in one's investment portfolio.
Okay, and I think Lavish is also there on the phone line with us. Lavish, I hope you got the view from Rudra sir on Barbecue Nation. Would you have any other question also that you'd like to ask? Lavish, can you hear us? Okay, I guess we have missed the call right there. But let's go on to the next question. Rajan asks you, sir, on Ashok Leyland. Would it be the right time to take a fresh entry in Ashok Leyland? What would you suggest here? The auto stocks are on a back foot, but how about Ashok Leyland?
See, for me, yes, definitely Ashok Leyland is now closer to its very, very long-term support zone, and 215 is that long-term support now. So this stock for very short term was in a clear downtrend. Yes, not only Ashok Leyland, but as you said, Sakshi, most of the auto stocks were in the downtrend from levels of around 260. Now the stock has corrected to 220. So if I have to buy here, yes, I will be a buyer here. Keep a strict stop loss on a closing basis at around 215, which is hardly 5-6 rupee from current market price. And definitely, yes, one can look at buying Ashok Leyland. Look at initial targets of around 240 first, and then those levels of around 260 to come. So with a stop loss of 215, I will be a buyer in Ashok Leyland for a short-term trade, looking at targets of 240 and 260.
Okay, I hope this has answered your question right there. Next, Sarala is writing into us. She says, hello Sakshi ma'am and Rudra sir. I am Sarala from Andhra Pradesh. I have bought rights and I am sitting on losses. What should I do? Should I average or exit? In the last 1 month, I have lost a lot of value. She hasn't given us the purchase price yet, but we do know how the railway stocks have actually faltered from all-time high levels. What would you suggest on rights to her?
Sakshi, at current market price, no meaning exiting, having held it already for such a long time, or if you are holding this stock with losses, I don't advocate exit in rights at current market price, because strong support for this stock is at around 290. So keeping a stop loss of 290 on a closing basis, I will hold on to rights, and I will try to see if any bounce comes on this stock to levels closer to around 350, 360. Look at switching from rights and look at buying some other stock. Might be if you want to stick to railways only as a theme, look at IRCTC, which is a good bet for long-term investor. At current market price, valuation comfort is definitely there. Monopoly business for IRCTC. So I will try to switch from rights to IRCTC on any bounce, but hold on to your current position. Keep a strict stop loss of around 290 for the same.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has answered your question, Sarla. Please do follow the advice that's been shared by Mr. Murthy. We have another question. This is from Arjun from Mysore, and he sends a question saying on Dr. Reddy's, he's holding 30 shares at 6,900. Is it good to hold, and what could be the target? He's not mentioned any time frame, sir, but Dr. Reddy's has bounced back today in a weak setup. Any long-term targets that you can suggest?
Yeah, great stock to definitely hold in one's portfolio. In fact, in pharma, my top bet will be Dr. Reddy only. So at
Okay.
current market price also, it's a great buy. and investors can definitely buy at current market price and hold in your portfolio. I will keep a strict stop loss of around 6,450 and looking at targets of 7,000 first to come, which is the recent highs which it has made, and beyond that close above 7,000 levels, yes, stock can go further more and then test even levels closer to that 7,300, 7,500 also. So a bullish setup clearly there on Dr. Reddy. Hold on to your positions, and one can keep a strict stop loss of around 6,450 and write the long trades on Dr. Reddy and even hold it in your investment portfolio.
Okay, got that. Let's take the next question then. We have this question coming in from one of our viewers, Kalakavya Revanaki, and wants to know on Tata Motors. Is it the right time to invest in Tata Motors? We do know, like we discussed just now, that auto stocks are on the back foot. Tata Motors has also come off its peak. But is this the right time? Around 900 odd levels, it's now slipped below 900 too, to start looking at Tata Motors?
Yeah, Sakshi, for me, this stock again similar to Ashok Leyland chart, or even if you take any auto stock, more or less the charts are same. So from levels closer to 1,160, now the stock is below 900. So we have already seen a good correction of close to 15% from the peak on Tata Motor. And yes, current market price offers a good support and might be levels closer to 850 to 890 will be the range where even long-term investors can look at buying Tata Motor. So I will keep a strict stop loss of 850 for my investment positions and long positions in Tata Motor. Buy at current market price and on dips to levels closer to that 870, 860 zone with a stop loss of 850. Yes, one can look at valuation comfort and some reversal in Tata Motor. But yes, these are all stocks which are definitely in clear downtrend. If you are a momentum trader and a short term trader, clearly avoid automobile and stocks like whether it is Ashok Leyland, Tata Motor, all this. But if you are a long term investor and if you want to pick stocks closer to their long term support and have it in your portfolio, then only consider these stocks. And whether you see Tata Motor, you see Ashok Leyland, and even Maruti for that matter, if you see from those higher levels of around 13,500, Maruti is now trading closer to the 12,100. So again, we have seen decent correction in Maruti, but between Maruti, Tata Motor and Ashok Leyland, I will still prefer Maruti for both long-term investing and for short-term trade. And Maruti will be my top pick, then followed by Tata Motor and Ashok Leyland. But still, if you are a momentum trader, kindly avoid automobile as a sector. Only for long-term investors, these are stocks to buy on dips.
Okay, got that. So that's an overview on the entire auto space and some of the key stocks, including Tata Motors, right there too. Let's take the next question. This question is from Srinika. She's also from Andhra Pradesh. She has bought NHPC on the elections results day, but she says it's been going down since that time. So, what should be her ideal strategy on NHPC?
Good stock for me at current market price. It is trading closer to its long term support, which is at around 80 rupees. So for me, exit at 85, 86 is not a good idea. Yes, for very short term, if you see, clear profit booking has been there in not only this stock NHPC but most of the PSUs or similar themes, where whether it comes from power or you see railway, you see shipping companies, and all these stocks more or less have given good correction. But right now, if you are already having it, hold on and average it more closer to levels of 80, 82, and one can definitely keep a strict stop loss on a closing basis at around 77 and continue holding NHPC and average it closer to that levels of around 80.
Okay, got it. So I hope this has answered your question. We have a caller now from Mumbai. Rahul has dialed in. Hi, Rahul. Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good. My
Tell me.
question is with Rudra sir.
Mm-hmm.
I have a future positions in Excite and Gale in long side. Should I hold or should I exit?
Excite and Gale, you said?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, Excite and Gale holding future positions. So what would you suggest here, Rudraji?
Yeah, Sakshi, very tough because unless you track them very closely, difficult to answer live and in a second's time. But let me give you my view on Excite because I do track that stock. Number
Mm-hmm.
one, there's a possibility of this stock getting into F&O ban because of the position, whatever you have, and the open interest built up what you have on X side. If that happens, generally once a stock goes into an F&O ban, it will be generally negative. But for me, Exide is a stock definitely not at current price, because seeing today's 2-3% kind of a correction, don't panic and exit. Rather have your M2M losses taken care, and then buy it closer to levels of around 490, 485. If you can accumulate that, not at current market price to exit, I will hold on to Exide, good stock. Only thing is you have to manage the volatility which is there, and even this F&O ban, if it can enter into, and that's a slight negative for the stock. But overall, I will not exit if I have long position on Exide. I will manage
Yeah.
my and hold on, look at targets of around 560 to come on Exide initially, and I will keep a strict stop loss for this long call at around 480.
Okay, got that. So I hope that's answered your question. Next, Ram Kumar wants to know on IEX your view. The stock is at 189 right now. It's been slipping. It was in an uptrend, and then in the last 15-20 days odd, it's almost slipped about what 15%. Your sense on IEX, what should one do at 189.5?
Sakshi, I'm very clear. I even recommended IEX at around 190 for a target of 235, 240 zone. And
Yeah.
look at the high which IEX made, it was 244. These are trading bets. If you ask me, I have bought Maruti, I have bought Tata Motor. I will tell you can hold on, because these are stocks one can have an investment portfolio. But IEX is not an investment stock, it's a trading stock. Entered at 200, exited at 235, 240 target, and it made a move towards 244. And because of the changes what you have in government policies, yes, this stock has been seeing good correction. But if someone is holding to IEX at current market price, any rise towards, let us say, 210, 220, I would definitely advocate an exit, but hold on with a strict stop loss of around 800, 182 on a closing basis. So 182 stop loss on a closing basis, hold on. Any rise you get in this stock, even to levels closer to 210, I will look at definitely exiting IEX if I have long positions in it.
Okay, got that. So I hope this has answered your question. Okay, from Punjab, we have Gaurav writing into us. He says, Hi Rudra sir, I'm a big fan of your analysis. Could you please share your view on escorts? I have been holding it from 4300 levels. Again, another auto related stocks are for you from one of your big fans on escorts.
See, if you look at escorts on the chart, definitely the stock is very, very strong. And yes, it has also seen correction along with other automobile stock. But at current market price and on dips to levels closer to 3,650 levels, I will be a buyer. At current market price, buyer, dips to 3650, I will be a buyer, and Escort will be one mid cap stock from autos which can still do good from current market price. So for me, Escort is a buy on every dips accumulated, and then keep a strict stop loss of around 3600, and look at that all-time highs of around 4400 to come on Escort, a stock to definitely buy on dips.
A stock to definitely buy on dips. Okay, we have just enough time to take that many questions, but I'll take one more parting question with you, Rudraji. We are inching closer to the festivities, but like I pointed out, the festive cheer is missing from the Nifty right now. There are queries from you also, from our viewers also, that what will be the Nifty doing next week, of course, when we absolutely are near the peak of the festive season. Your own sense, and what would you advise?
See, for me, keeping in mind the correction what we have already seen, and also fundamentally, yes, valuation was at its peak, and now we have seen some correction. FIIs have already sold enough, closer to 65,000 crore of selling in last, I think, 2 weeks time. That has been overdone. And you have to be very stock specific in this market. I will still avoid in general mid and small cap. I will still stick to large cap. And if you want me to name some stocks for the festival season
Sure.
and for Diwali, you'll be surprised. I'll be still naming a lot of large cap stocks, because I still see comfort there. End of the day, you have to make money. There is no rule you have to buy always mid and small cap and make bigger money. It all depends on market environment and at the time when you are entering into those stocks. So for me, HDFC Bank at 1670 right now offers a very good comfort. So large cap bank not performed for a long time now. people have got bored and the patience have got tested enough. Similar to ITC, when it was at around 200, people were making jokes like buy ITC at 200, target 200, stop loss 200. So these are times when ITC was not moving, but once the movement came, it doubled in no time. So I will also say similar things I see today in HDFC Bank. So might be at current market price of 1670 dips to 1640. Keep accumulating HDFC Bank to your portfolio, and yes, you will make money there. And if you ask me few other stocks similar to that, I have Indigo. Indigo at 4600, 4700 zone offers a great comfort for me to enter and hold it in your long-term portfolio. You will make money. And right now we spoke about escorts. Yes, escorts at 3650, 3700. Every dip in escort is a great buying opportunity. Look at even stock like Maruti, again a good buying opportunity. Look at SBI at around 810, 800 levels, great buy. So for me, make a portfolio of stocks like SBI, HDFC Bank. We spoke about escorts, Maruti, and these are stocks which you have to buy and stay with large cap. Avoid mid and small cap in general unless you get understanding of that company well and sector well. I will be avoiding mid and small caps in general. And normally, whenever pullback comes, first it will be into large cap and then into mid and small cap. So this Deepavali, I will be suggesting you 5 stocks which I just now gave, but all from large cap. And let market give some comfort, and let me see some more correction in PSUs and few overvalued sectors and stocks. And then once we have valuation comfort, I will go into mid and small cap, but not at current market price in general.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you so much, Rudra, for being with us on this fantastic edition. It's been great to speak to you, as is always, to have you to speak to our viewers, big fans of yours as well. Help them with the right strategies, and thanks a lot for giving us these 5 festive picks that we will be chunking out for all of you viewers also, and playing it as a separate as Rudra's top 5 Diwali picks, which you can find on our channel throughout this trading session. Thank you so much for being with us, Rudra, on this special edition.